What is up, friends, lovers, enemies of the state? Today I was wearing makeup and I got my nails done. My nail lady did little fucking hearts on my ring fingers and it's gorgeous and I'm obsessed. So I was like, all right, it's time. I can't look decent and not film a video. So here we are doing the winter favorites video. So to start off, let's do books. My favorite book that I read throughout the whole winter was The Village by John Strasbaugh, closely followed by Sabine, which holding it up next to my head makes my head look absolutely enormous. They were both excellent books. I wish I had The Village with me to show you and to reread, but it's at my parents' house. I always feel like disappointed with the book section because I wish it was as long as the music section or the podcast section or the YouTuber section, and I think it's just it just takes longer to read books and I watch TV when I am eating and I listen to podcasts when I'm walking. So it's just they occupy different spaces of time in my life. And so it's easier to, I guess, acquire more of those to then have more favorites. So let's talk about music. There is a lot to talk about with music this time. I finally listened to Be the Cowboy by Mitski and I became obsessed. I love Mitski so very much. I need to start actually listening to her other music and not being a fake fan. It's fine. This album slaps hard. It's incredible, just the range of emotion and also the intensity. It's a lot about really difficult relationships and toxic ones, potentially even abusive, and it's I can relate. Then we have Ariana Grande. Look, I put this down when it was just the Thank You Next single. I love her. I would do anything for her. She is absolutely my celebrity crush right now. I'm so sorry, Bernadette Peters. You have to go away. She's gorgeous. She has the voice of an angel. And she's just been through a lot. And I just want to protect her. I want to be her butch girlfriend. That album, the Thank You Next album, pops off. I am really into it. I also really love Sweetener. This may or may not be taking the cake over how I feel about Sweetener, and the Thank You Next album might now be my favorite Ariana album. I didn't become an Arianator until Sweetener. I listened to Sweetener on a whim, and it changed the way that I thought about her, about music, about pop music. And so I just really love her music. I don't know what else to say. Then we have the Smiths, which I've been listening a lot to recently because I'm doing this retrospective photo poetry thing that I'm working on personally. And the time that I'm reflecting on is the time that I was listening to the Smiths a lot. Shout out to you if you know which ex-boyfriend this time in my life was. You're a real MVP. And then we have Wet, who, if you haven't listened to Wet, you absolutely need to listen to them. I think it's just a woman, but I don't know for sure because I've never researched in my life. And then we have the Tiny Meat Gang mixtape. I love Cody. I love Noelle. It's so very good. It is very good. I really like comedy music. That's something that I've always been drawn to. I got really into wizard rock as a kid. That's Harry Potter fan music. I can't apologize. I can only feel more and more embarrassed. It's actually decent rapping in bars, just in terms of the music. And the beats are pretty good too. So shout out Tiny Meat Gang. Very good. And now my favorite segment every time is podcasts. I'm really into podcasts. We stan. I don't know why I've been saying stan a lot. I think I'm just really enthusiastic lately. We're gonna start with the camp cast. I'm Alex and James Marriott. And they do this podcast together, and they just like really feed off of each other. And like, it's nice to hear them sort of like sit down and like just talk as buddies. They don't like riff the same way that Cody and Noelle do in the Tiny Meat Gang, which is a little like, I wish, but they're also not stand-up comedians, so it's not going to happen. But it's still entertaining, and I do look forward to when it comes out. Quick segue into Tiny Meat Gang. Obvious fave. Super good, super good. They just like take the small things and really build it into like a snowballing joke, and it works so well, and I love that style of comedy, and just like, it's a spicy meatball. And now the real one. I'm obsessed with My Favorite Murder recently. It's becoming a problem. I can't stop thinking about true crime and cold cases and serial killers. I might be addicted to this podcast. I am obsessed. I got my friend obsessed. So it's like, whatever. It is what it is. And what it is a very good podcast. Now, as always, we move into the YouTuber section. I have been kind of obsessively watching I'm Alex literally all winter, such that it has sort of bled into some of the critique videos that I have been doing, because I've been watching him a lot and I really enjoy his content, and sort of because of that, like, it's been easy access for like things for me to have opinions on. Same goes for James Marriott. I love him. I wish he put out 2 videos a week. I think that might kill him in terms of the workload and the stress, but it would make me really happy as a viewer. And then we have Will and E, who I didn't think that I was gonna like, and I was just like, his head's so square, and he was in like one video that I just like didn't vibe with, and like then I fell down the rabbit hole, as you do, and I'm really into him now. We also have Curtis Connor, who I feel like I talk about a lot or have already put in a favorites video, but he's really good and his content's been getting really, really, really good, so he deserves another shout out. And also, Best Dressed is this woman, she's younger than me. Okay. She's this 20-year-old girl living in LA doing film as a major. I don't know. Her channel's all about fashion and sustainability, but she's got this really amazing personality that's so genuine that really comes across. And I think that that is really good, and I think that's lacking in 90% of like fashion channels. So it's good to see it. Then we're going to end the YouTube section with Sarah Mel B, who is this like 15-year-old child who is just excellent. Great personality. She's just having so much fun. She's very funny. She's just got like a very similar personality to Joanna Sadia, but it's not like loner, like I'm a loner. Like, she's got a really like tight-knit group of friends and they do music together, but her channel's not really about music. And I just like am rooting for her. Like, I hope she has the best experience in high school and like keeps on killing it. Her channel's been blowing the fuck up. So, television. My true vice. I watched a lot of TV over winter break. Is it because I only hung out with one friend? Just because it's true doesn't mean you have to say it. So I got really into The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. I binged the entire show in 2 days. It was very good. The show is beautiful. The acting is really good. I think second season is much better comedically because it's about this woman. She's Jewish. She's from the Upper East Side, which is, it's the dream. And she has a husband and 2 children. And her husband all of a sudden one day is like, we need a divorce because I'm bad at stand-up comedy and I'm having an affair. And she's like, what the fuck? She gets blasted and then she gets into stand-up comedy and it's excellent. Highly recommend. It's super funny. It's very Jewish. The music selection is great. The costuming is beautiful and the cinematography is beautiful. And then season 5 of Grace and Frankie came out and it was very good. I love them. I love Lily Tomlin. I love a gay queen. I have been making my friend watch Love Island with me. That's super good. It's really, really heterosexual, like aggressively so. And I think maybe like the straights need to all be on Xanax because I don't understand how they live. And then that really does take us into my problem obsession. I am obsessed with the show Impractical Jokers. This does not seem very me. It's just like these four fucking middle-aged white dudes that are all straight to the best of my knowledge, and they met in high school, they chill, they play pranks on each other and try to embarrass each other. But the show is so much more than that. Ugh. Okay. The show is great because it is completely episodic. So I can sit down, watch 20 minutes of this show while I'm eating, and then go to classes or go and do whatever the fuck it is that I have to do. I am not going to get like dredged down into this like season-long thing that I have to watch in like a night or I lose my mind. But there's the four guys that are on it are like, they all bring something different to the table. Q is just like this nice guy and like he just struggles to like be mean. And Sal is the same way, but like Sal is also like such a chump and Joe is just like he will do anything. He'll do anything. He doesn't give a fuck. And then Murr is like, he's just this sweet little mommy's boy. And like, I know he's like 44, but like, I am in love with him. And I can't stop this from happening. I've already had a dream where Murr and Q were like, at this event that I was at, I go up to Murr and I go, oh my gosh, you're from Impractical Jokers. Like, I love that show. But I accidentally called him Q when I was talking to him. He goes, oh, no worries. I mean, in the real world, me and Q are dating and I lost my shit. Also, my mom fucking Facebook messaged Murr about a text I sent her about how the guys on the show were too mean to him because they forced him into a Shark Tank. And that was one of his biggest fears. And my mom told him that, and he said thank her for the kind words. I'm 1 degree away from the man of my dreams. He's also in my etc. category of just like things and people that are just random that I love. Murr, if you're watching this, you can hit a person up, okay? Comments, Twitter DMs, I'm in love with you. Also, I'm in love with my friends. Specific shout outs to Cass and Griffin for always letting me come over and play Catan at their house. And also Elsa, who's coming up for my birthday. And also Sophie, because she's cool. And she always watches my YouTube videos, so. Also, shout out to Catan. I'm addicted. This is a serious problem because the game's like $42 and I'm broke. And then to finish it off, I love the Valentine's aesthetic. That's why I have this little heart on my finger. Valentine's baby, yes. Thank you so much for watching this video. I know it was a longer favorites video. Everything you could ever want to know about me is linked below so I don't have to repeat it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Mamma mia, here I go again. Why? How could I resist you? Mamma mia, does it show again?